3 days had passed since elara slipped out of the gray city. The map, a brittle, parchment-like thing stitched with threads that seemed to hold captured starlight tucked securely inside her satchel. The city's dull, persistent hum had finally faded, replaced by the deep, resonant quiet of the wilds. The map was useless for conventional navigation. It showed no rivers, no peaks, no roads marked in black ink. Instead, it was a tapestry of concepts. A broad swath labeled the land of forgetful sighs, a shimmering curve marking the edge of perfect joy, and near her current location, a symbol of swirling, deep indigo overlaid with a single, resonant musical note. This was her first true test, a landmark called the Weaver's Grove, and it was not welcoming. The grove was vast and unnervingly silent. It wasn't the silence of absence, but the oppressive silence of negation. Sounds seemed to fall into the trees and simply cease to exist. Birdsong died mid-flight. Her footsteps made no crunching noise. Ebony wind rustling the heavy, dark green leaves was felt but never heard. Tried walking east, then west, and even north. But after hours of trekking, she always found herself back at the same trio of gnarled, ancient oaks. The grove was a soundless, geographical knot. Frustration a hut. Familiar coil began to twist in her stomach. What good is a map that shows colors and tunes instead of dirt and trees, she muttered. Though even her voice seemed muffled, barely a whisper in the suffocating air. She pulled out the map, tracing the indigo swirl. The light in the fabric seemed to pulse faintly. She finally understood. The path to somewhere else wouldn't be found by conventional methods. It wasn't about where she was, but how she was perceiving it. Elara sat down against one of the great silent oaks, closing her eyes. She focused on the overwhelming silence, letting it settle around her like heavy snow. Then, she forced herself to forget the physical world. She imagined the color on the map a rich, profound indigo, the color of the deep sea at midnight. She visualized it, filling the silence, giving the void a texture and a weight. Finally, she followed the second symbol. The musical note. It was a low G, a note of deep stability and resonance. She parted her lips and began to hum, a low, sustained vibration that she felt in her chest, though she could barely hear it in the grove's vacuum. The instant the imagined indigo and the hum converged, something shifted. The dense forest wall directly in front of her began to shimmer. It didn't open like a door. It simply became permeable. The air there twisted, revealing not the expected tree trunks, but a narrow, winding path lined with stones that softly glowed with the exact color she had conjured indigo. It was a road made of resonance. Elara stopped humming, the vision holding firm. She stood, dusted off her trousers, and took a cautious, audible step onto the path. Her shoe crunched slightly on the glowing stone. The sound, small and clear, was the most beautiful thing she had heard in days. Looking back, the entrance shimmered again, sealing the silent grove behind her. Ahead, the indigo path wound up a gentle incline toward a ridge she couldn't see, promising the next uncharted territory. The land of forgetful sighs. She had traded the map's visual riddle for a sensory one, and she was learning its language. She smiled, took a deep breath, and continued on.